in the family, niro and pfeiffer head to mob family, midtimes.com. Subscribe, digital/home delivery. Log in. Register now. Help. Homepage. Today's paper. Video. Most popular. Edition, US/global. Search all midtimes.com. Movies. World. US. NY/region. Business. Technology. Science. Health. Sports. Opinion. Arts. Style. Travel. Jobs. Real estate. Autos. Search movies or showtimes by zip code. More in movies in theaters. Coming soon. Critics' picks. On DVD. Tickets and showtimes. Trailers. Hearts beat. Movie review. Singing soprano in Normandy. In the family, niro and pfeiffer head to mob family. Jessica/Relativity Media, via Associated Press. Robert De Niro plays a mobster in the family. By Stephen Holden. Published, September 12, 2013. Mobsters can't help themselves. It's in their nature to solve problems the family way, with baseball bats, explosives and anything at hand that leaves an opponent dead or writhing in agony. Sadistic violence is a reflexive response to having grown up in households where fathers regularly beat their sons senseless for no reason. More about this movie. Malavita Overview. Tickets and showtimes. New York Times Review. Cast, credits and awards. Readers' reviews, trailers and clips. View clips. Enlarge this image. Courtesy of Relativity Media LLC/Relativity Media, via Associated Press. Michelle Pfeiffer and Mr. De Niro. So says Giovanni Monzoni. Robert De Niro, a mobster in hiding, when explaining his pathological behavior in Luc Besson's dark action comedy The Family. Giovanni, who ratted out his fellow mobsters to the feds and is now in the Witness Protection Program, has a new identity. Under the name Fred Blake, he has been moved with his family to a village in Normandy. There they face many frustrations, starting with the ancient plumbing. When Giovanni's wife, Maggie Michelle Pfeiffer, shops and is snidely informed, "We don't stock stuff like that," she politely burns down the supermarket. Maggie is disgusted by the French preference for butter and cream over olive oil. And in the movie's funniest speech, she rails about the awful things these dairy products do to your insides. Ms. Pfeiffer is no stranger to mob wives, having played them wonderfully in Married to the Mob and Scarface. Because her portrayal of Maggie has only the slightest tinge of parody, her character feels authentic. When Ms. Pfeiffer tears up, which she does more than once, you weep with her. A role of Giovanni could have been a walkthrough for Mr. De Niro, whose character, given his new identity, calls himself a writer and begins typing his memoirs. But Mr. De Niro gives a surprisingly nuanced performance of a monster, offering a long list of bogus reasons to excuse his evil. The character is charming in a rough-hewed way, but lethal. He loves inflicting pain and misery. With their mobster lineage, the Monzoni children introduce a whole new set of values to the school in which they enroll. Sexy, tough and 17, Belle Diana Edron of Glee has a way with a tennis racket when a boy makes an unwelcome pass. Fixing her predatory gaze on a studious young mathway she covets, she pins him against a locked door. Her 14-year-old brother, Warren John Bleo, immediately sets about organizing shady larceny operations with students who are more than eager to join his syndicate. The movie unabashedly glorifies these crime family children and portrays their Gallic counterparts as lily-livered wasps. The style of the movie, directed by Mr. Besson from a screenplay he wrote with Michael Polio and adapted from Tonino Benequista's novel, Malavita, might be described as screwball noir. If there aren't a lot of belly laughs, the family stirs up an appalled amusement at its gleeful amorality. Some of the heartiest laughs come from the grisly scenes of Giovanni triumphantly venting his rage when he doesn't get instant gratification or feels disrespected. The bad vibes that greet the Monzonis upon their arrival threaten to incite the massacre when they invite their neighbors to a get-acquainted barbecue, and the guests condescendingly criticize Giovanni's grilling techniques. Giovanni, his face frozen in a facetious grin, endures their scorn while a fantasy sequence shows what he would really like to do to them. At the screening I attended, the more cruelty the Monzonis unleashed, the louder the audience cheered. That response is similar to the enthusiasm that greets Giovanni when he gets carried away with his own stories in a